Marksman on the inside, he's carrying a lot of speed into turn 6, there's some contact there. Oh, huge crash there! David Fager into the bales.
Another fall for both Mariana and
Got the finish line in his sights, he comes through, he takes the win.
Long straights, hairpin turns, dizzying speeds, the thrills, the spills, all action, no chill. This is Erzincan. Welcome to Erzincan, Turkey, where the 2024 season of the Brinks World Downhill Skateboarding Championship kicks off down the steep and winding roads of Erzincan. After last year's success, the WDSC Tour returned to the mighty course in Erzincan to bring you 3 days of high-speed racing with dramatic overtakes and epic face-offs.
There isn't anything that compares to this speed and technicality. There's a couple of hills that have technical bits, and there's a couple of hills that have the speed, but none have both together. I mean, this is just, on the world circuit, this is just world class.
You're braking from 60 mile an hour to 15 mile an hour for corners, your feet are on fire, your abs are burning, your shoulders are burning, it's insane but brilliant, love it.
Of the 32 riders that suited up for this year's competition, 9 came to settle their scores in the open street luge category. With their ultra-low profile and extended wheelbase, street luge athletes can reach speeds in excess of 110 kilometers an hour and still need to navigate around the twists and turns of this daunting course. The 3.5 kilometer 12-turn track averages a 12% gradient. However, it kicks up to a dizzying 21% in parts, challenging riders' ability to control their boards at very high speeds and negotiate tight corners. Turns 6 and 9 are especially demanding and will require both athletic competence and mental concentration.
The corners, the G-forces through the corners is something I haven't felt. I felt it in a couple of tracks, but never consistently here. Almost every corner you're just hanging on, and the wheels are screaming for grip. But it's a great track, very challenging. It's one of the most challenging tracks I've ever been to, and you're well aware that just off the track be very hard if you went off track, so you have to manage your danger levels a lot here.
Located in the northeastern part of central Anatolia, the city of Erzincan played host to the first round of the WDSC Championship of 2024. Nestled in a fertile plain surrounded by mountains, Erzincan offers a picturesque landscape that captivates visitors with its stunning scenery. With roots tracing back to ancient times, Erzincan has been a strategic trading hub of various civilizations, including the Romans, Byzantines, and Seljuks, each leaving an indelible mark on the city's cultural tapestry. The Munzur Mountains provide a stunning backdrop to the city and are a haven for outdoor enthusiasts, offering opportunities for hiking, skiing, and exploring pristine rivers and stunning scenery. Girlevik Waterfall, a breathtaking natural wonder that attracts visitors with its cascading waters and serene surroundings, is a highlight of the region not to be missed. Demonstrating their dedication to the sport of downhill skateboarding, the municipality of Erzincan, in collaboration with Governor Mr. Hamza Aydoğdu, have undertaken significant improvements from last year. The repair and resurfacing of road sections to ensure rider safety, as well as providing access to top-notch facilities at the ski resort, have been invaluable to this year's event. These amenities include gondola transport from the finish line to the start, along with changing rooms and lockers, not to mention the all-important workbenches for last-minute equipment tune-ups. In this program, we bring you all the action from the open street luge category, as well as our sit-down interview with Lisa Peters. Of the 9 lugers that came to Erzincan, one of the favorites was Abdelmadzan. The Malaysian rider and defending world champion was eager to repeat last year's success and start the year off with a win. However, an accident during one of his practice runs meant he was unable to race the rest of the event. After taking a day to recover, Abdelmadzan joined Ian Findlay on the live commentary team, along with others, to give a rider's perspective of the event.
The crash was really gnarly. Totally did not expect it, but after reviewing the slow motion footage, I could see what contributed to the crash after I finished braking. In terms of lines, I didn't take any different lines than what I normally take. I'm doing my own normal thing as far as lines go, braking points go, but as soon as I get the luge back on the ground and start turning, I could see the outer wheels lifting because I'm using a new setup which I tried at this event. The thing is, I've already tried this new setup on day 2. Day 2 was no problem, and all of day 3, no problem except for that one run. So doing it on a closed road event, you know, like what we have here in Turkey, where there's plenty of hay bales, mattresses, corner marshals, ambulances, medics, a lot of support staff. You know, if anything goes wrong, there's people to look out for you. You know, considering what could have happened, like this is the worst of what I experienced.
The luge action started with a qualifying series where Ulrich Becker from Germany came first, followed by Philip Spencer in second and Ian Martland in third, both from the UK.
Happy to bring it home and had a good fast run, and I want to go far in the initial race, because I think I can compete, and yeah.
Before the races got underway, riders took part in time trials, where Czech Andrej Ilic recorded the fastest with a 2-minute 22.387 second run. David Frega of France came second with a 2-minute 22.792 second run, and Ulrich Becker of Germany was third with 2 minutes 23.786 seconds. With the withdrawal of Abdelmadzam from the event, the Open Street Luge had 2 heats of 4 riders racing to decide who would progress on to the final. In the first semi-final heat, Andrej Ilic from Czechia, Ulrich Becker from Germany, Arkadiusz Kowalski from Poland, and Ian Martland from Wales suited up to settle their differences. The 2022 Kozakov winner, Andrej Ilic, is keen to repeat his success in Erzincan.
Yeah, I was 2022 first at Kozakov, but it was raining. I like the situation when it's raining, when it's slippery. Maybe it looks like it could rain. I think I'm good also on the dry. I'm also good in the wet, so I like both. Let's see how the other riders likes the weather here.
A newcomer to the Brinks WDSC Tour, Ulrich Becker was unable to race last year due to scheduling conflicts, but as the fastest man in the qualifying series, he's proven himself as the rider to watch out for this year.
It was great. Everything was going as planned, and I felt good. And I really like qualifications because I'm alone on the track and I can focus on my riding and I can be calm and concentrated. And it happened just like that. And I'm very happy with the result.
Polish rider Arkadiusz Kowalski is no stranger to Erzincan with a podium finish last year. Can his knowledge of the track improve his chances this year and secure him a spot on the top of the podium? Like Ulrich Becker, Welshman Ian Martland is also new to the Tour and is hoping to showcase his talents for the first time on this fierce track.
We're now up against the best in the world, so I don't expect miracles, but at the same time I'll try my best and again try and keep up in case someone makes a mistake.
With all the preparations done and the riders ready, we now join our commentating team from the live stream for the semi-finals of the Open Street Luge category.
Okay, here they go. We're about to start.
So here we go, first of the luge semi-finals, top 2 into the big final and third and fourth into the Consi final. It's a nice looking start there from Andrej Ilic. He gets himself out in front.
Yep, he's in the lead at the moment, setting up for the first turn, or actually turn 2. Carries some good speed through this section, and yeah, but Ulrich is not that far behind. He's pulling him in.
Ulrich is keeping Ilic within his sights. Ilic winning the Kozakov Challenge in 2002. It's a quality rider.
Yeah, it looks like the pacing is pretty close. Oski,
he's
who's
coming
in
into
third
it,
place,
yeah.
He's now he's sliding out a bit, losing grip, and entering corner 6. Yeah, this is the hardest braking point part of the track. So full brakes on. These guys are going through this corner. Interesting to see that the pace has pretty much remained the same between these 3 riders in this semi-final. So Aki has quite some work to do if he wants to advance to the final. Ulrich is pretty close to Andre here, going into the turn 8 chicane here. This is the one where I hit 113 kilometers per hour.
Track record.
Yep, and coming into...
Ooh,
let's
it's
see.
getting super tight at the top front of the race here.
Oh, Wow.
Oh, that is so close.
Yep.
And Andre still got it through the last of the difficult turns, and he's just managed to pull out a few meters on Ulrich.
Yeah.
It's Andre Ilic now that is on the sprint towards the line. This is it's a grueling track. It's been a good run from Becker. He's going to get into the final, and if he can keep that up in the final, he's got a chance. But it's Ilic who takes it. Becker in second place. They go in to the final a little bit later on. Kowalski and Martland, Ian Martland from Great Britain. Myrtle, as he's known, going into that Consi final as well. Close race.
The second semi-final heat sees 4 established riders ready to settle their differences for a chance at the podium. David Frege from France, Colby Parks from Canada, along with Andrew Spate and Philip Spencer from the UK, lining up for a heat of high-caliber contestants. French rider David Frege is one of the wildcards in the Brinks WDSC Tour. After competing in all races of the 2022 circuit, his highest result was second place in Cappadocia. Last year's race in Erzincan was plagued by bad luck, as lost luggage meant he wasn't able to compete in the first race. An accident in the second race meant he left without scoring any points. Can he end his unlucky streak at this year's event?
Last year I wasn't lucky because I lost my luggage. This year I have my luggage. I have my all my brand. So I have time to training. This year is big challenge because luge very fast, best luge on the world maybe. For me it's very big challenge, but I want to give my best and going faster as possible. I like to be here with friends and have fun.
Canadian Colby Parks is always ready to turn in a good performance, and with the absence of Abdelmajzan, he will be the athlete to beat in the street luge category. Scheduling conflicts meant he wasn't able to race in Erzincan last year, but qualification times confirm how much this track suits his aggressive riding style.
Here, Abdel was hitting about 113 kilometers an hour. The only one that's around that is potentially Romania, Killington, before it got destroyed by floods. But yeah, this would be one of the fastest tracks in the world. And plus, it's just usually so those fast tracks, you're braking into corners. You're not going that fast through corners. So that's one of the big differences here, is that you're actually going through those corners at that high speed as opposed to braking into a hairpin.
Andrew Spate is familiar with the track, having just missed out on winning the second race of last year. He hopes his knowledge will help him improve on last year's results.
The track this year is already running faster. Last year's top speed for myself was 66 miles an hour. In practice I've already done 68, so it is improving. That's 109 kilometres an hour for those people who work in kilometres. I think the trick to riding this is to know when to brake. You don't have to try to go fast, the track will make you go fast. You've got to know when to slow down.
Spate's fellow Englishman, Philip Spencer, is another rider who is new to this formidable track. However, his steady and solid runs during free practice have shown he's ready to challenge the pack.
I had a big crash yesterday, banged my head, twisted my knee. To come out here and get a clean run, it's fantastic, made up. I'm just glad I got this far. I'll just push as hard as I can, go as fast as I can and see what happens.
The riders are ready and lined up for the second heat. We again join Ian Findlay and Abdelmajzan for the live commentary.
So there's the beep, we get underway, and it's a strong start from Andrew Spate from Great Britain, and he's working hard, powering away. But now we're going to look to see Colby Parks and David Frege try and grab the advantage here. But is that Spate just about in second, but he's leaving a little bit of space.
Looks like Colby Parks, who had the inside lane, pushes equally with the others, but due to the inside lane, is able to take the lead here. Nice move from Frege and Phil Spencer. Right up on the tail of the board of his his mentor on those SP8 boards. Yeah, Phil is hooking up on the inside and pulling in Andy Spade in his draft, and Andy Spade is in third, trying to get into David Frege's draft. And going through this left-hand sweeper, it's basically you're on edge, you're gripping the whole turn, and David Frege makes a move on Colby Parks entering turn 6.
Wow, this is
on the inside.
Great move from David Frege. Can he make it stick?
Okay, yeah, the thing is they know they don't have to take each other out, just make sure they're in the top 2 to advance. Yeah, Colby Parks is leading on the straight, approaching turn 8. David is just right up into Colby's draft. He just needs to make sure like he doesn't push too hard and just maintains grip going into this fast right-hand sweeper.
Wow, we've had two really close races. This is shaping up for what could be a thrilling final a little bit later on. David's going to try and go around the outside of Colby. He's setting himself up for the line on this final turn. David Frager. Oh, there's a beautiful pass. What has Colby got in stuck? Can he respond here?
Yeah, they just need to make sure that they don't take each other out. They know
that
it's
was good clean racing. Good clean racing by David Frager, who takes over in top spot. Colby Parks in second place. That was a beautiful pass.
Yeah, exactly. But taking the inside line, it's pretty risky, but it's the proper way to do it. You just have to make sure you get there first before the other guy does.
And Colby runs it close, but it's David Frager who takes it ahead of Colby Parks. They go through into the final a little bit later on. Andrew Spate and Phil Spencer from Great Britain go into the Consi final. Abdul, very quickly, there were some cracking races.
I know. It's just so exciting to watch a semi-final being that close. Can't wait to see what the final would look like.
There's a time you remember first hearing the beat with
Lisa Peters of the Netherlands was the only female rider in the open skate category in Erzincan. On day 2, we were able to sit down with her to ask her about her life, her passions, and her experiences as a female rider in the world of downhill skateboarding.
Yeah, I grew up as a very active kid. My parents, they love to sport. I have 2 older sisters. And I think when I was young, I always wanted to keep up with them, doing the same things they did. I did a lot of ice skating and inline skating. So I already started to be on wheels on such an early age. I started because I saw some videos of some guys skating in California. They went downhill and it looked like such a freedom. It looked so cool that I was like, okay, I would love to try that one time. And then I found a Facebook group, and this Facebook group was called the Dutch Downhill Division. They gave me a helmet, they gave me slide gloves, and they learned me how to slide. And then I went to Belgium, Germany, like some countries around the Netherlands to practice. And after that, I never stopped. It's what you say, it's really like a family, and it's a big family. Like, the beautiful thing about skating is that no matter where you go, you always have local people who can show you around, or they even host you, so you have a place to sleep. So you're never really like coming to a country completely not knowing anything, and that's just so cool about skateboarding, I think. I'm honestly happy that there are no girls now, because I don't feel the pressure, so I can focus on practicing this road. It means that I don't have the pressure of performing, but I wish all the other girls would experience this road as well. Like last year, Jessie was here, and it was so much fun. We had like really cool heats, like close to each other, and I know a lot of girls, some Canadian girls, some girl from the Philippines, she would love this road. Like they have the level, the skill to go here. I would love that downhill skateboarding gets Olympic at some point. That would be just so cool that the sport like went from like what it was 20 years ago to Olympic. But I think also just showing what we're doing to the bigger audience by involving it in movies or commercials or anything would be already really cool. Like, we all live in this small niche sports with so much passion, and we know it's like not that many riders, but it means so much for everyone that we're like, how can we show what we're doing to people who don't know anything about skateboarding? Honestly, it's not that hard. Like, it's not a jury sport. You don't need like anyone to give points for how good you did it. It's just like whoever crosses the finish line first is first. It's like not that hard, but it just needs to happen at some point.
For the finals, it's consolation time, and the riders are lined up and ready. Now it's over to our live stream team.
So here we go, Consi final in the luge. Andy Spate in red, Arkadiusz Kowalski in green, Phil Spencer in blue, Ian Martland in yellow. Strong start from Phil Spencer in the green suit.
Yeah, I would say Andy Spate took the whole shot here. Yeah. He's in the lead. And Aki's also drafting Andy Spate really close.
Is Phil Spencer going to go for the pass into turn 4? He's not quite close enough,
but
I like the thinking.
Yep, Aki
little
hugs
wobble
the
there
inside
from
apex and trying to get into Andy Spade's draft here. Yep, Aki just, he's losing a little bit grip because he's coming out wide, but he's coming in real close to Andy Spade. Andy hugging the inside line. And Aki dives on the inside, all right, and he's right there behind Andy.
Well, the top three are super close, and Kowalski is sitting right in the draft of Spade and Spencer, trying to keep in touch with the two leaders. See, it's a really impressive young run from the relatively inexperienced Brit. Through turn 10, it's the last chance, Saloon. You got to stay close. Maybe there's an opportunity to draft. Spade running it really close to the bales. Nice line from Andy Spade, but now it's all about the draft. Is there a chance here for Kowalski to make the pass?
Yeah, if he's this close, I would say there is still a chance. He's still got maybe 50 meters left to the finish, and he's this is really
it's
close.
Going to go right down to the line. Can Andy Spade hold off? We can't quite see. I think he just managed.
Yeah.
I think he just got it. But what a race there between Spade and Kowalski. Spencer coming through in third and Martland fourth. What a race.
All preparations are done. Now it's time for the luge final. Andrej Ilic is in red with David Frega in green, Ulrich Becker in blue. Finally, Colby Parks puts on the yellow sleeve and everyone is ready to push off.
It's interesting to see Andrej Ilic with the red legging. You know, he has first lane choice, but he picked not the inside lane, so he has a different strategy here, maybe.
David Frega, we've got Ulrich Becker in there in blue and Colby Parks in yellow. We're underway with the luge final, and it is a good start from Colby Parks there. Ilic getting down low early.
Oh yeah, you're right about Andre having a good start from lane 2. So yeah, I guess he knew what needed to be done. But Colby Parks in second place, so he probably outpushed David. I don't know what happened to David. He probably lagged a bit on the start.
Really nice start from Colby out on the right-hand side to get up into second place. Now he's got Ilic in his sights into turn number 4.
Oh, they're diving in deep, but looks like, okay, so looks like David Frega, he was the one closest to the apex and has good exit speed, and he's drafting Colby, who's drafting Andres. This looks to be really close. And if
David's going on the inside here into turn number 5. Beautiful pass from the David Frega. Colby Parks pushed down to third place. What a race we've got building here.
Yeah, David moved from third place to second place, and now he's just focusing on one rider at a time. Let's see what he can do.
Colby Parks going on the inside. He's carrying a lot of speed into turn 6. There's some contact there. Has everyone stayed on their feet? Who is that that's in? It's Ulrich Becker in the crash pads in turn 6, but it was all going on there.
A little bit of contact. Is really tight going to the corner, but let's see what the positions look like.
Well, Ulrich's back on the luge. He is okay, and it's that Ilic that's just built a bit of a lead there.
Yeah, looks like Colby, I think, was in the lead initially coming out of the turn, but because he was on the inside.
Oh, huge crash there! David Frega into the bales. He gets back on his feet quickly, and now there's an opportunity for Becker if he's still moving to grab a spot on the podium.
Wow, this is totally unexpected. Like, the crash on that part of the track, like that's on the inside, I would say. Andre having a comfortable lead going into the last turn of the track. And as long as he doesn't make a mistake, he's going to get this one.
It's not on.
No,
it's Colby. It's Colby. That did work. That in lane 6. So Colby Parks has it. Apologies, folks. He did make that turn stick through turn number 11. Colby Parks has got the finish line in his sights. He comes through. He takes the win in Erzincan in round number 1. What
Apologies
a run from
for that,
Colby Parks.
because Colby and Andre have similar looking color leather. So
it happens. It happens.
Yeah.
Wow. So it does come down to that turn number 6, that move that Colby Parks made. He made it stick. Andrej Ilic coming through in second place. Ulrich Becker does grab third. David Frega from France 4th. What a race.
All the guys went into the corner at the same time, and there was a big chaos, and I couldn't keep my line, and I bailed into the mattress, and then that was bad luck. That I could not keep myself on the luge in this chaos situation.
David didn't match the speed with Colby, which was in front of him in the inside, and after that it happened that he had to brake a lot. He touched the Colby, and also he went into my line, which was like outside, inside, outside. I wanted to hit the apex to had a great speed after the corner, but there was Frega like hitting me, like not that much, but it slowed me down a lot. So if the track is like 100 meters longer or something like that, or maybe one corner more, I think I could beat Colby.
I was picturing scenarios in my head all last night how I would do this. I figured I'd be able to outpush Uli, but it would be close. I was able to outpush him. And then I outpushed David too, which I wasn't expecting. He got me. And coming into corner number 6, I said, this is my chance. I'm not that fast down the straights of the sweepers. So I took my chance, passed them both, and I got hit from behind by David. We were watching the footage, and it was crazy. And I can't believe I pulled it off. I'm so happy right now. Thank you so much. Thank you, WDSC. Thank you, Turkey.
The final race results are Colby Parks is first with Andrei Ilic in second and Ulrich Becker third. David Frega comes in fourth with Andrew Spate fifth and Arkadiusz Kowalski in sixth. That concludes our coverage of the opening round of the Brinks World Downhill Skateboarding Championship in the Open Street Luge category. See you in Wales for round 2.
Parksman on the inside, he's carrying a lot of speed into turn 6, there's some contact there. Oh, huge crash there! David Frega into the bales.
Another fall for both Mariana
Got the finish line in his sights, he comes through, he takes the win.